Today we'll be administering the Minnesota Rate of Manipulation test. There are 5 subtests, but today we'll be only going over 2, the placing test and the one-handed placing and turning test. This test is to measure your manual dexterity. So Casey, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
So for this placing test, we'll be using your left hand to make it a little bit harder. For this test, you will put the blocks in the holes. The object of this test is to see how fast you can put the blocks in the holes with one hand. Use your left hand and begin on your left. Put the bottom block in the top hole and the right and the next block in the next hole, and rapidly so on. So, for example, you can hold down the board with the other hand if you wish. Remember to pick them up in this order. So you'll pick them up from this order, 1, 2, 3, and put them in this order, 1, 2, 3. So
okay, great.
Like that. Okay. Your final score will be the number of seconds it takes you to do this several times. We'll record the time for each trial separately. When you finish one trial, wait for the signal before starting the next trial. Now put your hand at the bottom block on your left. Okay. I'm going to get my timer ready on my iPod. And I will say ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Okay, so for the next trial, we're going to do, or the next subtest, we'll be doing the one-handed placing and turning test. For this test, we'll have the same starting position, so I'll pull this up, thank you Casey, and then I will take this out, so the board out so they're perfectly placed already. And then put that down. The object of this test is to see how fast you can put the blocks back in the holes from bottom side up with one hand, using with your right hand this time. Begin with your right hand and put the bottom block in the top hole and the bottom side up, the next block in the next hole, rapidly, and so on. You may hold the board down with your other hand if you wish. Remember to pick up them in this order, 1, 2, 3, and put them in the board in this order, 1, 2, 3. Be sure that you turn the blocks bottom side up as you put them in the holes. So, for example, these are all black side up, so they all need to be facing up with red. Before you finish, be sure that every block is all the way down. Your final score will be a number of seconds it will take you to do this several times. We will record the time for each trial separately, so when you finish one trial, wait for the signal before you start the next trial. Now put your hand in the bottom block. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready, set, go. Good job. You got almost exactly 1 minute, which is above average.
Yay. Exciting.
And that's the Minnesota Rate of Manipulation Test.